Day. We've got so many things happening, but first let's have a chat with Sally.
Yeah, I think let's stay on the travel theme. Sally Gethin, there she is, the aviation editor, Gethin's Flight News, joining us this morning. Good morning, Sally, we've got you. We've been talking about travel there. What do you make of reports this morning, relaxation of lockdown rules, and also the impact on travel?
Yes, well, we're all in the aviation and travel sector, keeping our fingers crossed, absolutely, that there is a further easing. We really have to see a lot more easing on the travel front with the traffic light system. If you remember, that's red, amber, green. Travel out of the UK seems to be stuck mainly on red and amber at the moment. So everybody right now is putting a lot of pressure onto the government to try and ease up that green list, and either tomorrow or by early next week have a positive announcement that the Med is going to open up, and it will not just be summer holidays, but people can go and visit their nearest and dearest overseas.
You know, you have probably heard my frustrations there, which aren't even, comparable to yours over the last year or so and what you've been through in the travel industry. How difficult and infuriating has it been for you, Sally?
Well, my position is I analyse what is going on, but I'm very close to all the major trade bodies, Airlines UK, for example, Airport Operators Association, and also the other travel trade bodies like ABTA. All these bodies represent the wealth and breadth of our UK travel sector and our airlines, and they have been absolutely decimated by the stop-start policy of the government. And they've just hemorrhaged money, and jobs have just been disappearing. So today, actually, the whole of the industry is coming together for what's called a travel day of action. And there's going to be a big presence in Westminster. About 1,000 representatives from the industry, from small travel operators right through to the large airlines, for example, are going to be making their voices heard. And there's going to be a presence at major airports as well. The aim is to have a Twitter storm also, all out on socials, especially this afternoon. So it's going to be a big day, because really aviation and travel feels like it's been cancelled by the government, and it's fed up of being ignored.
Yeah. It's interesting you say that they feel that they've been cancelled, Sally. But the reality is we've got a pandemic and they've had to deal with it. And the only reason the pandemic got to these shores was via routes, so planes, travel, basically, which was the problem. If the government if there's another variant of concern and the travel industry are asked to, actually, what would you want the government to do differently this time if we're back in another lockdown? What would you want the government to do differently for the travel industry?
Yes, well, we all absolutely agree with the fact that it does need to be risk managed in a responsible way. And actually, that's what the traffic light system was supposed to do. But that's all being put into chaos, and it doesn't make sense anymore. So, for example, the infection rates in certain countries, which would be ideal for a destination for us, are lower than ours. There are many countries which are indeed safe based on the data that could be opened up for travel. We have this phenomenal vaccination program rollout, which is bigger. It's the best in the world, and yet the rest of Europe is opening up. At the moment, German holidaymakers are besieging Mallorca, for example, and all those other travel destinations have opened up to other countries in Europe. So we would like to have it done in a risk-managed, safe way, which it can be done. Like I said, a lot of those countries to open up gradually and safely. A lot can be opened up immediately. And also, there needs to be some more support for the aviation travel sector. There hasn't been a package for them at all. And a lot of these companies are going to the wall now. We could even lose some airlines, the major airlines, which we all rely on. So they've been struggling. I mean, many airlines only had several months of cash reserves left, and they've burnt through those. And also, the furlough scheme is going to be reduced by July the 1st. And so aviation travel is saying to the government, well, if you're not going to move at all on the traffic light system, if you're not going to ease up travel for double vaccinated passengers, or further test-proven immunity passports, for example, then please give us more support so that we can survive the same as every other essential economy to the UK.
Thank you so much, Sally. It's lovely to talk to you. That's Sally Gethin. Interesting.
Yeah, and we hope that that travel day of action, so that's organisations throughout tourism and aviation today, really does make some noise, a Twitter storm. They do need more support.
Yeah, they do.
As you can hear, as you heard there from Sally, a lot of businesses have gone out of business, and a lot are struggling, and still there are no guarantees. So,
Well, there are no guarantees, and, and this could carry on. But let's have a look at what else is going on.